I've always knew that I wanted to help with kids, and even from a younger age, speaking to my parents and friends and stuff, I always said about fostering. I don't know where I got the idea from because nobody in my family has ever pursued that journey before. So it just was always kind of in there somewhere. It's like maybe I should. So I moved from an apartment into a house, 3 bedroom house, and I thought, well, you know what? I've got, I turned 1 bedroom into an office, and I have the spare bedroom. I was like, now's kind of the perfect time. So I was speaking to some of the young people, and they're like, yeah, just do it. Put the application in and see how it goes. And really, they took my ambition and my desires and turned that into reality, because they're inspirational themselves, and that's how I kind of went forward and did it. Yeah, a mixture of support and apprehension because I was so young. And it's like, are you sure you kind of want to do this? And I was like, well, yeah, I think this is what I want to do. Now, originally, I was off the mindset that I was going to be emergency and short break, and potential for short term. So, but the placement I have at the minute is a long-term placement, but unfortunately will have to be a short-term placement due to my work commitments in America and things too, which is a real shame. But it's just about remembering that whilst he's here with me, the memories that we're making are just, just part of his wee path of life. It was strange because I live by myself, so I'm a single male foster care. So it was very strange. I mean, I had this idea in my head that when a young person comes in, we'll just kind of get along together, and I can do some of my things, and they can do their things. But because of his additional needs as well, he finds it very difficult to focus for a period of time. So that was definitely a learning curve for me. It's like, right, okay, I have to make sure that I'm with him and making sure that he's stimulated, and then trying to balance that on top of doing work tasks here as well. So it was challenging, and it still is challenging. I mean, any parental role is challenging, particularly when you're working with teenagers, especially when they're going through that puberty phase as well. But it's we just take each day as it comes, and we have a lot of fun. I think it's just really important to have fun. Yeah, I would say, my patience has increased massively. And my admiration for others, I think, is something that I'm now very conscious of, particularly, parents with children and young people with additional needs, and likes of special educational needs teachers. Like, before, yes, I would have valued their job, and that's great, what you do is fantastic. Whereas now it's like a deeper sense of admiration, like they really do make a difference. And then, as I said, just finding my inner child. I mean, finding moments funny that maybe before I would have just kind of walked on by or not seen the funny side in it, where now it's just like, that is funny. My priorities has definitely shifted. I would say I was and still am very career driven, very vocal and advocate for young people and school social worker in particular. But looking now at my priorities, like, work isn't the be all end all. It's having him has taught me that it's important just to appreciate those little moments through the day where you have a laugh, or he came home with a beautiful card for Mother's Day, and it said about foster parent, thank you for looking after me. And you're just taking the time to really reflect on that and the impact that you can have on somebody's life. And it doesn't have to be work, it could be somebody on the street or somebody that you just encounter, and just really, really taking a step back and having a look at the whole picture rather than just that one. Because I mean, I would have been working 8 o'clock in the morning right through to 9, 10, 11 at night, just powering on through. Now I'm just like, no, it's important to take that little bit of time and have fun.